I ain't getting no lease. He's telling me, yes, you have to have a lease because he wouldn't be getting paid.
But this is what I've been telling you all along. Brian and August are crooked. It's like you told me. When Brian said to you, leave your stuff in the bedroom, remember you told me you called him.
That was the day, and then he came back about an hour later and said, I got the inspection, what do you call it? Inspection. So about an hour later.
Because they're all in their pocket. So this is what happened. I told Carolyn, and I told everybody, I don't have a lease. My original case manager, I said, get rid of her. Because I told her I never signed a lease. When I went to housing, I went above housing's head. Okay, I went above August's head, and I saw this woman, Gonzalez, in May. The next day, they smashed out my car window. I know it was August. Because the policeman said, do you notice there's something wrong with what happened with your car? He said, no one touched anything in your car. So it was vindictive, you see? Because they're going to say it's the neighborhood. And this is the worst neighborhood. He told me that he was going to do, this hasn't changed.
No.
Now when I was here last year.
Now you can walk outside, you can't even hardly see. It's like
right.
Rose
Because when I was here last year, it was notorious, drugs. And then, like, all this crap kept happening. I kept calling the cops. Because I said, I don't care if they call me the crazy white woman, but I don't need the trouble. But every night, the crack dealing, it was worse. Now me and the girl upstairs that drives the blue van with the daughter, we're the only two originals left. She was here before me. See, but Brian's doing her dirty because she has rats. And she's been telling him, fix this, his big hole. Yeah. So she told me, he told her, look, I will give you 2 months rent if you move out. And she says, where am I going to move? And he says, well, I'm not going to fix anything.
Brian said that?
Yeah, which is against the law. She's a big rat problem. But all I can tell you this, Tony, is these people are not your friends. Now everybody's acting innocent. Like, how can you be in there without a lease? It's their job. It's part of the paperwork. So what happens is August files, it's called the HUD 558. That's the paperwork that goes into the HUD system to get him paid. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So August is dirty, Brian is dirty, the inspectors are dirty, and this has been going on. I told Carolyn, because like originally when I wanted to get out of here, because I have PTSD. Let me ask you this. I asked you this once before. Do you have any type of disability at all?
Yeah, I got two.
You have 2 disabilities.
No, I got a SSI and I got a VA.
No. But what I'm saying is you're a disabled veteran.
Yeah, because of the stroke.
Okay, because of the stroke. Okay, so this is what happened, and this is what I looked up. Because we're disabled, they are discriminating against us because they're taking advantage of our disability. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't take any stress because of your stroke. I can't take any stress because of my PTSD. And I told them, I said, you have to leave me alone. I can't take any stress. By the way, where's my lease? So this has been going on and on and on. See, so now with Brian coming up to you, now hitting you with, well, you owe me 2 months. You can thank Joe for that. Because I heard him, like I told you, Monday talking to Brian. He's saying, I need my paperwork. He didn't call it a lease. He says, I need my paperwork. He said, you were supposed to meet me on Columbus Day. So, and then Brian said, by the way, you owe me 2 months rent. And what did you say? He came knocking on your door this morning?
No.
The other day?
Yeah. Hey man, do you know how long I've been in this neighborhood? I know everybody, almost everyone. I've been here all my years. I mean, last 15 years I've been known about 15.
See, but let me ask you, when Brian knocked on the door, and when you told me Brian knocked at the door,
Brian see me when Chris was here, because I had just finished talking to Chris about it.
So when was this?
Wednesday.
This past Wednesday.
And I guess,
So Chris went up to him first.
yeah, no, because I'm living here, I came here, got the groceries, I went to get the groceries, and then I came back, go back to VA.
Right.
And I guess while I was in here,
Yeah.
he went next door.
So Chris went to talk to Brian when he was still working on 2.
Yeah. Because he just told me about, because he told me about Vinny. Because Vinny told me that, because Vinny comes to pick me up in the morning.
Okay.
And he told me, he says, well, I'll be next door neighbor. He told me my next door neighbor. I've known him for years.
Right.
He says, oh no, I got an apartment upstairs. Apartment upstairs. So we had an apartment at something like 7, he told him on the 17th because for some reason this apartment getting ready to, it's finished.
Right.
Yeah. And I know Benny going upstairs. But then Chris was like, all right, well, he says, I know you had a lease because I talked to, he says, because Brian's getting paid, so he must have a lease.
See, but that's where their problem is. They're saying they must have a lease, but it is their job as caseworkers to bring you to housing. You understand? Because we cannot go to housing without our case managers. So I said, it is your fault because you're not doing your job. Because when I went ballistic on them last month, I went there, because I looked at the date, I went there last month on the 16th. And that's when I said, I don't want any more talk. I said, I want paperwork now. So I said, give me the paperwork that you've been talking about. So
The only reason that Brian's getting kind of nervous now, because he's thinking, okay, that, see, he's getting nervous because he's okay, he got his casework is getting kind of, because Richard just got that job. He just got that job. Richard used to be my case manager up on 4C.
at where?
On 4C.
What's 4C?
In mental health.
Oh, okay, you're okay, at West Palm Beach. So he was transferred to HUD-VASH.
No, so he transited. So now, Brian knows that they was my case manager for the last 4 years.
Right.
Same person.
Right.
That's
So
why-
so he knows your whole trip. You
Yeah.
wouldn't lie to him.
So now that's why Karen had me. First she had me a lady be my case manager.
Right.
Until she realized that who I was.
Uh-huh.
And she said, no, I got you with Richard. So Richard became my case manager. The next
Right.
week after that. And Richard came in, he told me, he said, well, let me see your lease. You can get a copy of your lease. So I ain't got no lease. So I ain't got no copy. So he told me you don't have a copy.
So then after you told him that, then Carolyn called you the same day?
Yeah.
And then what did she say to you?
Telling me that I have to have a lease because I wouldn't be, because how did you get there? He said, because Carolyn was the one who told Brian to give me the keys. Give me the keys.
So what happened? Carolyn called Brian and told him to give you the keys?
They could give me an inspection and give me a key. And that day, that's when everything got.
Okay, because first you spoke to Carolyn.
Yeah.
Then you called Brian.
Yeah, no, first I talked to Carolyn. I said, I've been here almost 3 weeks and I need me, I'm getting ready to go. I'm trying to get an apartment.
Right.
I got you. He said, don't worry, I'm going to take care of it right now. And then she talked to Brian. And then about an hour after that, Brian told me to come here. So I went over here. He gave me the keys. He said, hey, you can put your property here, but you just can't be here when the inspection is here. Okay. Fine, I won't be here. So I went back to the deal. And about an hour after that, he told me, yeah, you can go.
Because he had it inspected. So this is what I've been saying. They're all dirty. They all work together. But this is where now they're all crying about a lease. And this is what I said. Brian told me he's known August. Brian told me he's been doing this for decades. So him and August are dirty. So this is what happens. Because if you don't know the law, he'll just get rid of you.
See,
I showed you
most
that.
Most of them people in HUD-VASH, they don't really know them people like I know. I've been in about 5 years I've been in VA.
Okay.
On mental health. And they all know me.
Right.
Both rehab, all that. They all the same together.
Right.
And now they all transferred to be one spot. And then now I'm in HUD-VASH. So I know all of them.
Right. So when you told Carolyn, I have no lease, what did she say? You have to have a lease.
So I got a lease. She said, you have a lease. I said, because you couldn't have to have the lease. You couldn't have a lease and be there and not, if you don't have a lease. So I never seen this.
See, and this is what I told them.
And then then she talked to Brian. I guess she talked to Brian because that day when Chris came in here.
Right. And that was Tuesday.
I did my Friday when I did my groceries.
This Friday last Friday when he brought you the Boca Helping Hands.
Right. And then he happened to see Brian's van.
Yeah.
Because now he wants to know where the hell is this lease.
Yeah.
So that's when he went inside the room and then tell him. And then he came back and says, "Look, man, I don't know what's going on, but when I find out about it, but you will have a lease."
See, but he was told. See, so Chris now knows you don't have a lease.
Yeah.
Because Brian told him. See, right there, this is where they have to get strong with this Brian. Because their butts are on the line.
Because all of them, almost everybody I know got a lease.
Yeah, but they don't rent from Brian.
No, I'm saying, but
anybody.
But they all have lease.
Right. But this is what I told them, and I've been telling them. Him and August have been doing this for a long time. So how did you find out that you pay $862?
Oh, he got mad. He found out that I still didn't have a lease.
Who is this, Chris?
Yeah.
When? Last week?
No, yesterday, Friday.
Okay, when he brought you to Boca Helping Hands yesterday.
He says, "Look, man, okay, now you're happy now. You have a lease, and your rent is $863." I said, "I ain't no lease." I said, "How you know that?" Because it's already filed. So it's filed.
See, I told you. You see what I told you?
So if they're filed, how come everybody else filed and got it, but not me?
Because.
So now he's mad again.
Well, of course he's mad again because they have to be responsible.
And see, what makes it bad is that they all know me. I mean.
Yeah, okay, so that means if anybody, you wouldn't lie. You've been there for years.
But they
know your whole trip.
Yeah. They know I ain't lying when I say I ain't got no lease. I ain't never had no lease. I said, no, I ain't never had no lease.
See, but right now.
But now they feel kind of bad because.
No, there's no feeling bad.
I'm saying Brian and Richard feel bad because they've been pushing so long for me to get this HUD-VASH, and now they're going through all this shit about Brian.
Right, but this is the problem. Carolyn knew. You understand? I told you when I met you, so you wouldn't think it was odd.
And then he told me, Price, well, you did first of all, because I got mad and Chris. I said, man, this is bullshit. And he said, what are you talking about, man? You didn't have to take the place. You could have went someplace else. I said, man, you know what I'm saying? The only reason I'm here is because places that I could go, real nice.
Yeah.
Is because of my criminal record in the past.
When they run the background check.
Yeah.
Right.
And I only had like 30 days left before you give a 60-day grace.
Okay.
In the voucher. So I was kind of a push.
See, but the whole thing with your voucher was only for 60 days.
60 days until I get a place.
No, but do you have the voucher?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Because this is what I was telling you. The original search time is supposed to be 120 days. And this is. But your voucher was for 60 days.
That's just to get, I had 6 days to get the apartment.
Right, see, but that's what I've been saying. The voucher is even wrong, and that's what I kept fighting them about. I said, I am not on housing choice. Housing choice, they give you initial search term of 60 days. Because we're veterans and homeless and all the garbage, our initial search term is supposed to be 120 days. So when I started having problems with August, because she told me that my voucher was expired, and I said, no, it's not expired. And then that's when I started reading all the, huh?
That's the one that talking about that you got until a year.
No, the original voucher that we are supposed to get, because we're HUD-VASH, it's 120 days search time. And she gave us 60 daes. And I said it's not 60 days, it's 120 days.
The 60 days that you have to burn a place.
No, but it's not. I'm telling you. Our program, it's 120 days. So when I saw Gonzalez in May, she told me, she says it's 60 days. I said, no, it's not. I'm in the HUD-VASH program. I'm not in the Housing Choice program. I'm a veteran. And then she says, well, my administrative plan overrides it. I said, no, no administrative plan overrides a federal program. So then I had to have HUD Washington call them. And then they said that they would correct that. So when you told me that your voucher was for 60 days, this is how I know there's still...
Voucher itself for a year.
No, it's only good for us 120 days.
Every year you have to
No, see, but that's when you sign a lease. You understand? That's why the lease is important, because this is a lease-driven program. Without a lease, they don't get paid. See, this is where Richard and Chris are right. But I told Carolyn, I told Karen, I said I have no lease. So, well, how can Brian get paid? Because, as I said, Brian and Nude August are crooked. Well, of course, he's not here for the good. See, this is why he's sweating now. He's sweating because he knows he's wrong. So for him to send me this crazy text telling me that I have to apologize to them, I'm not apologizing to them because they're crooked. So this is why I'm telling you. These people, at the end of the day, if push comes to shove, all they're going to say is you refuse to sign a lease. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because right now, but I don't understand. So then after Chris spoke to Brian last week, when did Brian tell you you owe him 2 months? Last Friday?
No, he told me that before. That week.
Last Friday.
When he seen me walking out, or coming in. Says, well,
But this is when you were coming from Boca Helping Hands, the Friday before.
No, before that, the day before that, because he had already.
On Thursday.
He'd been talking to me about, well, you know, you owe me 2 back rent, 2 months back rent. So 2 back rent. I said, okay, but I said, this was like on the 7th. I said, well, okay, well, yeah.
So did you tell him, where is my lease? Did you say, Brian, I have no...
I'll take care of it. Don't worry. And that's when he called somebody.
No, but did you say to him?
Yeah, one of the lease. And he said, well, he got on the phone, called somebody, and then he says, okay, well, let me go find out how much is your rent.
He said, let me find out how much, so he must have called August. Do you understand? They're all
But
crooked.
I already know. By that time, I already know, because I had just cursed out Chris. I was like, man, why this man hounding me about some damn rent? What, 2 months back rent? He said, what do you mean? Didn't you pay it? I said, no, I ain't seen the man. I ain't seen him in almost a month and a half.
But here's the deal. You owe him nothing. There's no lease.
All right.
And this is what I told them. I don't care what you say,
I don't get it.
but you understand the legal rights? Your legal right is this. You're a veteran in the program. You qualified. Brian is a liar. Anud August is a liar. Because between them both, they are breaking federal law, and they're putting your voucher and my voucher and Joe's voucher, and I can only talk about us because we're in this building, at risk. Because they're telling HUD-VASH, we have a lease. I don't have a lease, never executed a lease. You never signed a lease, right? And Joe did it.
I signed some papers when the day I came here and seen the place.
Yeah, but that's not a lease.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You know what a lease is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
But it even says in the paperwork, if you look it up, we have to execute a lease. See, what you filled out was the landlord packet.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing
But there's no lease.
Yeah, I'm saying that's the only thing I have to
Right. So the way that works is you fill out the landlord packet. That's the one with the green cover.
Yeah.
There's no lease. Then you and him are supposed to say how much and then do a non-executed lease, because then it's supposed to go over to the housing authority and they approve it. Once they approve it, you're supposed to go with your case manager to the housing authority with Brian in front of Anud August and sign a
He
lease.
told me, oh well, no, that day I was mad. He said, oh well, you owe me, let's see, about $280 a month. I said, for what? I said, I don't know what they told you, but my rent don't pay that. I mean, my HUD-VASH don't pay that. I said, the only thing I pay is $210. No, there's no way possible. I said $210.
But this is what's going on. I've read the entire program. For you to be in the HUD-VASH program, you have to have case management. That's what the VA does.
Yeah.
Housing authority does the voucher. You understand?
Right.
We can't go into the housing authority without a case manager. And this is what I told them. No one ever went with me to the housing authority to sign my lease. The lease has to be approved by the housing authority. You never went, I never went, Joe never went. So don't tell me you people don't know that I don't have a lease. You get it now? So they can cry, and Carolyn's telling me, well, I'm the supervisor. It doesn't matter, you have case managers. Every case manager is supposed to go with each veteran to the housing authority to sign the lease. I never went. Thank God, when I was attacked a month later, I told my case manager, I want a lease. I have no lease. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
So I said, don't give me this crap. Because I said, I have no lease.
I still haven't used this.
Right, mine's filthy dirty. It's been filthy dirty. When I moved in,
Have you ever used
no, my oven is so dirty. Because this is what he told me. I'm going to paint it. He never painted my apartment. The floor was dirty and all this. I have not used the oven. It's filthy dirty. So when worse. That's better than mine, but it's still filthy. You go anywhere. You see what I'm saying?
I've never seen that.
It's filthy.
But I got some. I tried to get some stuff like what do you call it? You know about that stuff.
No. You have to get the easy
So
bake
what do
oven.
this?
Cannot use that because that has ammonia in it. It'll cause a fire.
I said, what am I supposed to do with this?
That's probably here, sweetheart. That's like on the top. That's like a degreaser. But you don't put that in the oven because that has alcohol.
So how am I supposed to get that stuff out?
Well, first of all, you should say, "Give me a new oven," because it's filthy.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but how do I mean, so.
It's called Easy Off. This is for the.
I had a girl told me, she said something about I had to stay in, I had to get out the house for 4 hours.
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
She ain't too bright.
no. Because they have stuff now. Because years ago they had lye. I know what she's talking about, but they don't make it like that anymore.
I said, what do I have to do?
You have to get a can of called like Easy Off, I think it's called. It's made for the oven, and basically what you do, you spray it and you set it at a certain temperature, and then it bakes it all off, is what it does. So this is all I can tell you, Tony. It's up to you. You know, you can. If I was you, you should talk to my attorney to protect yourself, because these people aren't going to help you. At the end of the day, all they're going to say is, you owe Brian. I'm going to tell you right now. You see, I've been honest with you so far. All they're going to say to you is, Tony, you owe Brian 2 months. And then you're going to be in the same boat like me. And the deal is, because they're not going to admit they fucked up. I hate to swear, but it's their fuck up. Because they did not bring me and Joe to the housing authority. Because they don't do their job. And this is when I went off on them last month. I said, all of you people should be fired. I said, you are supposed to be case managing me. I know more about this program than you. I've been telling you since I've been here August of last year, I have no lease. So all you people running for cover, so all that's going to happen, Tony, is they're going to tell you you're non-compliant. You understand? And you're responsible. But the law is you're not responsible because you do not have a lease. And then also another thing, you're disabled. And because you're disabled, you're protected by big federal laws. So I told Carolyn, you are breaking federal law. Whose job is worth this? I said, all you people now better get it together because August has been doing this a long time. Is it worth your job? If not, I'm taking you to federal court because I'm not getting evicted. I'm not losing my voucher. When push comes to shove, I will take you to court and you're going to lose your job. I'm not losing my voucher because of your mistake. So you're in the same boat now. You see what I've been telling you? When a push comes to shove, they're all going to say, how can you be in here? Then they're all going to say, you refuse to sign.
Sign what? That's what I'm trying to say.
But this is what I'm telling you.
Uh,
But it's up to you. Because I'm going to see my attorney Monday. Because I'm protecting my voucher, Tony.
I'll call you. I'll call you when I come back from class. I'll call you back when I come to class.
You know, so think about it. Because I won't say anything to.
No, it's just.
But do you understand?
I'm getting frustrated too because I'm getting tired of everybody that I talk to. They got nice apartment and now. Tone, man, you ain't got no lease here. Lease. I say I ain't got no lease. I say I know I'm supposed to have a lease, but I ain't saying that because this man he don't. It ain't like he's gonna be here and knock on the door on the first. Because you ain't. He's not. He's not gonna be. Brian's not gonna be back here no more until one of them people come and get a key. So Vinny comes to the key, and he's probably gonna try to run in and run out.
No, but here's the problem now. The problem is, first of all, Joe.
I don't see why he's going upstairs, and them people are still up there.
No, well, they should have been out. Do you understand? But I don't know.
Oh, so they left him.
I don't know. You understand? I'm like you. I'm a northerner.
Vinny's talking like he's getting ready to move in.
Well, listen. If he got it from Brian, and you know Brian talks.
I don't understand why did he do that when he could have. This thing has been done.
Because when push comes to shove, they're all going to say, Tony refused. You understand? They're going to do whatever it takes to preserve their job. Mine's a different story because I've been here over a year and I have a lot of documentation. And I will back you up. I'm your biggest ally.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the same boat like you. See, this is why Brian's running scared now. He sent me that text message that I have to apologize to the housing authority I'm not apologizing. You never gave me a lease, buddy. This is why I have an attorney, and that's why that I was trying to tell Joe. I said you didn't want to hear it, so I said, "Have you gotten a lease yet?" And he said no. And then he said I didn't know when we were walking down the block. And then and I asked him just like that. I said, "Did you talk to Brian at all?" He said, "No." And then that's when I exploded in front of him. I go, "You're a liar."
Yeah.
I go, "You're a liar because I heard it Monday.
Yeah.
You talking to him, and he told you you owe him 2 months' rent."
Yeah.
And that's why I said I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not talking to him because he kept going. What he should have done is went to his case manager and let the case manager. But the case managers aren't going to do anything because it's this round robin.
They don't know. They don't know.
No, they do know.
But they don't want to know. They don't want to know.
They're right.